focus on me. Hello. It's not focusing on me. Okay, I'm gonna do it when it's a bit quieter. This is too much. Okay, so this is the first time I've actually had a chance to like film and like talk to you. It's so busy, but as you will have seen, we are at Newcastle Open Day today, and I thought I'd bring you guys with me. You can get a bit of a virtual tour, get a vibe for what open days are like. I don't know if any of you guys are going to university soon. I don't know how old you are, but I'm enjoying it so much. I'm really liking it so far. All we've done is the accommodation talk, and then we went to the we've just walked around like the campus for a bit, and now we're going to go to a psychology talk. We're just having lunch in Costa. Oh, my hair looks so greasy. And that's about it. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. Just went to the psychology talk and it was actually so interesting. Wow, this lighting is so great. They did this talk on why people commit to crimes. Why people admit to crimes they didn't do. Now we're going to see some of the accommodation so we can see where we will be staying if we were here. Yeah, I'll show you guys then when we get there. Newcastle, I have one question. Why are there cows in your park? Why are there cows there?
Gemma.
And now for the long hike back. Okay, so, like everyone else who watches YouTube, I am obsessed with the Shane Dawson series. A little controversial, but that's not what this video is about. That video that I was watching led me on to Alyssa Violet's video where she's explaining why she's not in Team 10 anymore, and she's wearing a hood in it and she looks really nice. How? Why do I look like this?
Or you see someone that you know and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
So the hood's coming down. Yeah, that's a little bit better. So I am back home now, as you can see. I just thought a good way to end this video would be to give you a rundown of how open days go, how I found my open days that I've been to so far. So I've been to Exeter was the first uni I went to, then Bath, Leeds, Newcastle and Manchester. Newcastle was the only one I ended up vlogging. I realise I keep changing between castle and castle. It wasn't a very long vlog either because they're very busy those days. They're very stressful. The whole place is new and it's really massive. I didn't get much footage, which is why I thought I would just end the video and kind of explain a little bit more now. So I think the most important things when you're going to a uni open day is just to see as much as you can. The accommodation is so important to see because you're literally living there for a year in accommodation, usually, in halls at least. And so in Bath, I really didn't like the accommodation at all. They always have some rooms open and they have different levels of accommodation. So some levels will be like studios, which I assume have like kitchens and stuff in it. I don't really know, I didn't see any of those. And then they have their like wash basin ones. Those are like the cheapest ones, I think. And they just have a sink in them and then you have a shared toilet. And then they have like their ensuite ones, which have a little bathroom. I think some of them have a shared bathroom. Those ones are a bit cheaper, I'm not really too sure. and also catered and non-catered. I think that really depends on what uni, whether catered or non-catered is a better idea. So at Leeds, I would probably go catered purely because of the way they do it. So they give you vouchers every day. You can spend in any of the like cafes or shops or restaurants or anything like that on campus, rather than like Manchester, which apparently doesn't have very nice food, and it's more like lunch hall vibes. You don't have as much choice, so I probably wouldn't go catered if I was gonna go to Manchester. And then obviously go to your subject talk. You really don't want to miss it, so they'll always send you like the little booklet in the post beforehand, so look through that and make sure you're going to be there on time, and make sure you like plan your day out. They only do a few of each of the subjects a day. They're going to be so popular, especially the popular courses like psychology, which is what I'm doing. Those talks are jam packed, and when people have like their parents and their siblings and like all their friends and families, like the room gets pretty full pretty quickly, so you definitely want to be there early for them. Ask any question you have. Contact hours are so important. I didn't realise this until literally the last university I went to visit, which was Manchester. I don't know the contact hours for psychology at any of the other unis, including Leeds, which at the moment I think is my first choice. Contact hours is basically how many hours a week you spend being taught, so like with your professor, and then the rest of the time is like independent study. That's so unstructured from going from like however many hours we're at school a week, 35 hours at school a week, to 2 hours of school at university. Like that is such a massive jump, and you won't really know what to do with yourself. So please ask about contact hours when you're in that talk, because it's nowhere online, that information. Don't know why. So at the moment I'm tweeting the universities to see if I can find it out. And then another thing that you should do at an open day is go to either a student live talk, or just see if you can actually talk to some students. They often have student live talks. I don't know how real those ones are, because obviously they're being monitored by the university, so they're not going to be completely honest, or if they're being honest they just won't tell you everything that you maybe want to know. So I would definitely recommend talking to a student there, or if you know someone who goes there, then that's even better, because they're going to be completely honest with you. So when I was at Manchester, I knew someone who went there, and I spoke to her about it and spent the day with her, and that was so helpful. Shout out to Evie if you're watching this, which you definitely won't be. But thanks, you did us a solid. But yeah, that was really helpful, and it's so much better to see it from a student's perspective compared to like online or professor's perspective or anything like that. So yeah, that is really helpful. If you have the opportunity to do that, take it. And then also admissions, they have admissions talks, and they're really helpful. I mean, usually they just kind of outline the same thing, so if you just want to go to one at one uni, then that's probably going to be enough, because they outline like dates and deadlines and everything like that, and literally how you apply. But then they also will give you a little bit of insight as to what they kind of look for, so whether it's like extracurriculars or more academic or volunteering, work experience, things like that. Sometimes they give you a little bit of a hint, and that can like help you with your application if that's the uni you really want to go to. And they also give you an idea of how likely you will be to get in if you don't make your grade, if you have to go into clearing. But yeah, I think that is just about everything I can say about open days. I really hope you guys enjoyed the vlog and enjoyed this little bit. If you're applying for uni, then I hope this helped a little bit, or maybe if you're going to start looking at university soon, then just some good things to take on board before you go. So yeah, that is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you very soon with another video, because that's what happens on YouTube. Well done, Gem. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new here, and click the bell so you don't miss any of these brilliant videos. Smash me a massive thumbs up if you like this, and I will see you very soon with another video. Bye!